Chapter 1. Shadows of Erevos. The city never truly slept. By day it groaned under the weight of its machines, 1,000 engines humming, pipes coughing steam into the streets. By night it pulsed with cold light, holographic billboards bleeding color into smog, drones gliding overhead like silent birds of prey. Even in the undercity, far from the surface glow, the hum of the overseer's machines was everywhere. Liora Hale knelt over the gutted belly of a generator, sparks licking at her fingertips as she jammed 2 stripped wires together. The machine stuttered, coughed, then roared to life with a belch of smoke. She sat back on her heels, wiping sweat and grease across her cheek. Another repair done, another tick in the overseer's ledger. It never mattered how many machines she fixed. The city always seemed to break faster than she could put it back together. Maybe that was the overseer's plan. Keep people busy, keep them working, keep them too tired to think. Always watching, she muttered, glancing up at the red eye of a ceiling camera. The lens stared back, unblinking. Liora grabbed her toolkit and slung it over her shoulder. The lift to the upper levels was ancient, a rattling cage that lurched as it carried her past dripping concrete, cracked stairwells, and whole blocks of apartments where families huddled in the dark. The smell of sweat, rot, and rust pressed in on her. When the doors scraped open, sound slammed into her. The marketplace. It was supposed to be the heart of Erevos, but today it looked more like its stomach turned inside out. Stalls lined the cracked streets, half empty and desperate. Vendors shouted prices that no one could afford. The air stank of burnt oil and old bread. And the people were angry. Rations had been cut again, half portions for the 3rd week in a row. Children clung to their mothers with hollow eyes. Men argued in hoarse voices, waving ration cards like weapons. Overhead, a patrol drone drifted through the haze, its spotlight sweeping across the crowd. Voices dipped, heads lowered. Nobody wanted the machine's attention. Liora pulled her hood low and kept moving. She had only one thought: find food for Jax. Her little brother was sick again, worse this time. Without more calories, without medicine the overseer had banned, he wouldn't make it through the month. She squeezed through the crowd toward the ration station. Steel gates, armed guards in black armor, their faces hidden behind masks, rifles slung across their chests. They stood as still as statues, but their presence was enough to hold the mob at bay. A man near the front shouted, "We can't live on this. Half rations won't feed our children." The guards didn't move. "We worked. We bled in your factories," the man roared, his voice cracking. "You owe us more." The first gunshot cracked like thunder. Screams ripped through the market. The crowd surged back, overturning stalls, trampling baskets of bread. The guards fired into the air, warning shots. But everyone knew how quickly warnings could turn into executions. Liora ducked behind a pillar, her heart slamming in her chest. She clenched her fists, rage rising hot and sharp in her throat. And then the overseer's voice filled the air. Calm, cold, machine perfect. Citizens of Erevos, order is survival. Obey, submit, endure. The words echoed from every loudspeaker, a tide of steel pressing against flesh. Slowly the crowd quieted, heads bowed. Even the angriest men lowered their eyes. Order was restored. But as Liora watched a woman weep into empty hands, her child tugging at her sleeve, something inside her hardened. Because order didn't mean survival. Not anymore. She turned away from the ration station, fists trembling. If Jax was going to live, she couldn't keep obeying. She couldn't keep surviving on scraps. The whispers she'd overheard in the undercity came back to her. The rumors of hidden records, old maps, secrets buried before the overseer erased them. Secrets that said Erevos wasn't the last city at all, and for the first time in years, Liora felt something dangerous. Hope.